What's up, guys? It's the Carp here, back again with another episode of the European Super League Career Mode, and we're starting this one off with a game away against PSG, who are joint on points with us and one place ahead. This is what the table looks like, and in case you missed the first episode, this is what the European Super League is. You know, basically just a like the Champions League in a league format. We do have all four English divisions decked out with some European teams. And Leverkusen, the only team to have won all of their matches so far, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, of all the teams in this league to do that, I would not expect Leverkusen. And then Shakhtar Donetsk on the other side, the only team to have not won a game so far, so unlucky for them. Not even drawn a game either. But that's the squad that I'm going to be going with for this next game against PSG. It's going to be a tough one. We're probably going to lose because it's an away game. But hopefully we can pick up some points. They've got, doesn't look like they've signed or sold anyone. They've got a decent team out there. I would say pretty much a full strength squad. Heisei not playing, of course, the former Real Madrid player. But James Rodriguez with his second goal in 2 games puts us 1-0 up, and that is a big goal. Ben Arfa's equalized, but that's still okay. I'm still perfectly okay with that. I was gonna say, like, you know, that means that we can now concede and still get some points in this game. Which, every single away match of the season, I'm the most I can hope for is 1 point. Like any away wins are like completely surplus to requirements. Like it's that's pretty much how the entire season is gonna go. We got the first cup game of the season now, which is basically the Champions League. You know, the league is like the Champions League in league form, but the cup is like pretty much the Champions League knockout rounds, that is, and you know, only over one leg. Do I want to start a full strength squad though? Is the question. I think I'm going to, because a lot of my players are going to have their fitness. Their fitness should be fine. I'm going to start a little bit of a different squad though. I'm going to be putting Aguero in there, Varane in there. And that's all the changes I'm going to be making, and then we should be good to go. Second time we played Tottenham this season, drew 1-1, I think. Pretty sure last time I played them it was 1-1. This one's at home though, and it's in the cup. We should be picking up 3 points. Well, the win here. There's no points in this. Yeah, we did draw them 1-1. Who are they going to start though? It does look like they're starting a slightly weaker side. Oh, fuck, though. Oh. I don't... It doesn't matter what happens in this game. That's probably ruined our season right there. Ronaldo's injured, and that's one of our key players out for at least 4 months, I'm going to say. It looks like we are going to win this game, but all I need to see is that email. We won it 2-1. I don't even care. Like, I literally don't give a shit. Oh, please. It's going to be at least 4 months, isn't it? Oh, wow. 7 days. Whew. That is such a lot. I mean, he had to go. He had to be subbed off, like, straight away. Generally, when that happens, it's like a 4-month injury. So that really had me worried there. Thank fuck for that. So he's going to be able to play in the game after this one. I'm not going to play him for this game. Definitely not going to risk him for that. Uruguay already wanting my managerial greatness, but no, I'm not gonna go there. We're gonna put Muniain in for Ronaldo there, and that's gonna be his first start of the season. Doesn't really matter what he does here; he's not gonna be playing the next game. Maybe, I mean, you know, tell you what, if he scores a goal, he can play. There you go, Muniain. There's your motivation. Score to stay. It's not gonna be like that for a lot of players, but it is going to be like that when Ronaldo's the one that's coming for your place. But Benfica at home, this should be one of the easiest games of the season. I don't know where these teams are playing Dundalk at. I don't know. Anyways, though, 0-0 so far. Bale, though, with a pretty early goal. That is very nice. And James making 2-0. This could be a massive win here. Not a lot of goals scored in any game so far, really. Scoring's been pretty low, but a 2-0 win could be big. A 3-0 win could be even bigger. Isak with a goal off the bench. Very nice stuff. And James makes it 4-0. Damn. It is a home game, but I would not expect to win that 4-0. That is ridiculous. Oh, man. That is an amazing result. And that probably puts us... I think that puts us top scorer in the league, or close to it. Yeah, because there's not a lot of goals in this. But that's Bayern Munich have 11 goals, and then Atletico Madrid and us have 9, and that's the top amount of goals. Shakhtar still without a win, 6 games in. Leverkusen still haven't lost yet or drawn, which is ridiculous. Every other team in the league has drawn at least one and lost at least one, except for Shakhtar, who haven't drawn one, and then Leverkusen at the top, who haven't drawn or lost one. That's crazy. Nice and symmetric there. Leverkusen, I'm not sure who they play next. That run's not going to last too long. I mean, obviously, when we play them, it's going to be like 5-0. I mean, obviously. I don't know. I would imagine that they're probably going to end that streak in the next game. That's what I'm going to predict. I think they're probably going to draw. I don't know who they're playing, but I'm just going to say they're going to draw it. But that's what's going to happen. Okay. Mönchengladbach next. German team. Could be difficult. It's probably going to be away, I'd imagine. We got a monthly scouting report that I'll go ahead and look at. Okay, so we do actually have a few decent players, especially that guy. Wow. Very early on, that is a very good youth player. Really good. Of course, the season that I don't care, like, at all about youth players, we get someone like that this early on. But no, the only reason I am even signing youth players to the squad is because it's an objective, like a manager objective, is to, like, grow a couple players by somewhat rating. Oh, I didn't mean to sign him. Whatever. But anyways, still, I mean, that guy, he could have a future at the club. We'd have to put him on every training session, I would imagine, to get him up high enough. I mean, he's competing with James Rodriguez, who's up to 89 rated already. Okay, so we do have Ronaldo back for this game. He's in good form as well, which is nice. Isco did score. I'm gonna put him in because of that for Modric there, and then Veron's going to keep his spot as well because he's in good form. Hopefully we can pick up 3 points here. We got some players in good form. I'm not sure where Mönchengladbach are in the league, but hopefully we can pick up the win here. Need every 3 points we can get. We haven't. I want to say we've only drawn away games so far. Or no, we lost the first one against Arsenal. But we still haven't won from an away game. So this could be the first win in an away game. Mönchengladbach got a couple of decent players in that lineup. Some are one of them. Their goalkeeper is really good. But I'd say pretty much in every single position we've got him beat. And Aguero has scored his first goal for the club, and it's immediately cancelled out. Good stuff. 60 minutes played now. Still 1-1. Hazard has missed a penalty. That's good for us. And Ronaldo has made them pay. It's 2-1. Oh, that's tragic. I feel bad about that. They missed a penalty, and then Ronaldo puts us up 2-1. That's so unfortunate for them. But we've picked up our first away win of the European Super League, and things are starting to even at the top. If you take out Leverkusen, those are the next 5 are teams that I would expect to be there. Dortmund sort of as well. Teams that are struggling: Man City, PSG, and Juventus, all really struggling so far. But it's still really early. And Leverkusen did draw, they draw and lost their next 2 games. So I was right about them drawing it, unless they lost. I don't know. But anyways, we are 4 points off the top, and now everyone in the league has lost a game. And the only team that have not drawn a game are Shakhtar Donetsk. They've got 3 points now. They're balling over there. No, they're probably going to get relegated, unfortunately for them. But we're in a good place right now, I would say, based off of the first 3 games of the season. They were all away games, but we still only got 2 points out of the available 9, which isn't great. James is pretty close to a 90 rating though. I think I can get him up to like 95 by the end of the season. I bet. Definitely at least 93, which is going to be amazing. He'll be higher rated than Ronaldo at that point, I would imagine, because Ronaldo's already went down by 1, unfortunately. And Bale's not likely to go up. Okay, so I'm not gonna put in that training session because I don't want to delete my training setup, because James isn't going to be available for this until the international break is over. So I'm going to wait until just before Bayern Munich. Wow, we got Bayern Munich and then Juventus, two of the best teams in the league, back to back. They're both at home though, so that's nice. So that's very nice. But we got Villarreal in the league next after that, who have the league's top goal scorer, or at least he was. Is he still? He is. Yeah, Pato, of all people, is top of the scoring charts in this league. Mental. James, though, just behind him with 4. Not a player I would expect to be there. In my Real Madrid career mode, I actually played Asensio ahead of James for most of the games, even when Asensio was lower rated. But James, he's redeeming himself in this career mode save against much tougher opposition. We got Bayern Munich at home. I'm expecting a win because it's at home, but it is one of our toughest home games of the season. Probably in the top 15 toughest games of the season. But James with his 5th goal of the season, really early on. It's 1-0, and that was a great start. We haven't scored since then. Ramos with a yellow card, classic. Hopefully he doesn't get sent off though. We've got 30 minutes left. Can we score another one, or even just not score? Not concede even is what I meant. Well, fuck. We've drawn at 1-1. It's not a terrible result, but it's really not a great result. The home game is the ones that we need to be picking up the points in, but again, it is one of the toughest games of the season, even though it is at home. That puts us 6th place, equal on points with Villarreal. Pato did score again. He's on fire. Robin as well, though, is pretty high up there, and he's the one that scored against us, so it does kind of make sense that he would score. Who do we got next? I'm not sure, actually. This will be the last game of the episode, and it's against Juventus. Alright. It's going to be a big one. And we got AZ Alkmaar in the cup afterwards. They are in the 3rd division? The 2nd or 3rd division, but that's why they're in the cup. Because they do have, the whole English league system has been replaced with the best teams around Europe. Okay, who do I want to start for this? I'm going to get Modric back into the side. James, of course, is going to keep his place, as is probably the rest of the team. Yeah, I'll put Pepe back in for Varane, though. Varane's no longer in really good form like he was before. So there we go. That's the lineup that I'm going with for the last game of the episode. Hopefully we win this one. It's, I would say, slightly easier than the Bayern Munich game, but still a very tough game. Obviously, Juventus, a very good team, especially in FIFA. I mean, they got a pretty incredible team on FIFA. Let's see who they are starting with. We can have a look at that really good team. I would imagine they still have their star strike force of Higuain and Dybala, who have scored in the 3rd minute. Oh, that's not good. They brought in Mara as well. Oh, come on, don't lose at home, lads. Don't do this to me. I don't care who we're playing. We shouldn't be losing at home. There we go. James Rodriguez saving us. As long as we don't concede. We got 20 minutes left. Can we get a winner even? Oh, for fuck's sake. That's just pathetic. That is just absolutely pathetic. I don't care who we're playing at home. We should not be losing. Oh, man. We're playing like 9th place in the league now, I bet. This is a lot tougher than I even thought it was going to be. I mean, I knew it was going to be tough, but it has been really, really tough. Like, more than I thought. If I can ever go over, we'll find out. Okay, so we are 8th place in the league now, 1 point behind Villarreal and Juventus and Bayern Munich. Barcelona up to the top of the league, only 7 points clear though of us. Only 3 points clear of 2nd place Atletico Madrid. It looks like the Spanish teams are doing pretty well though overall, which is nice to see. Shakhtar Donetsk still bottom. Not as far bottom as they were before, though. Man City and PSG still struggling. Leicester starting to struggle a little bit as well. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this episode. So leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And I will see you guys next time.